Hi, everyone, and welcome back to the second episode of the Iowa Math Chats on the Coherence Map. And today, in this talk, we're going to talk about navigation and the resources that are contained within. So, if you saw the previous part one, then you learned about this being like the locator. And so we get this little crosshairs and we want to move that so that we can see what comes after our standards here in the coherence map. And you'll notice that it looks like if I'm here, then I can look and say, okay, so students that are trying to learn one NBT might have a hard time or may struggle if they don't have a good understanding of that KCCA1 standard. And so this is showing you that connectedness across, that coherence across grades. And at the same time, it's showing you the coherence within the grade. So you can see how these are connected standards here. And so you can really get a sense and a visual of what this looks like. And so you might say, well, what comes after this 1NBTV2? It doesn't show anything. And how you get to the rest of the coherence map is when you click on this particular standard that's all the way to the right, you're going to hit map standard. And so it maps the standard of what comes before and after the standard. So that's really helpful for that vertical articulation. And so what you do is you hit the magnifying glass again and you zoom out, and then you can really see that when I hover on that standard, it shows me the standards that are connected before and after. Now, again, remember what these arrows mean. The arrows are saying that if I'm right here on 1NBTB2, if I'm on that standard, then it's saying that I might struggle to learn this standard if I don't have a good understanding of 1NBTA1 and KNBTA1. It doesn't mean that as soon as I learn this, I should learn this. So it doesn't mean that right after I learn 1NBTA1 that I must learn 1NBTB2, or that as soon as I learn this, I need to learn these ones over here, because we'll see. So this is really showing that coherence within the grade and across the grade. So as you continue on, if you keep going, you'll get over to here and you might say, well, does nothing come after second grade? So again, what we're going to do is we're going to click on the standard all the way to the right. We're going to go into map my standard, and then we're going to zoom out. And we're going to see that that's the end of that particular standard. So there's not any standard that's right here in this particular domain that comes that it would be problematic for. And you might think that that's correct or that's incorrect, that wait a minute, it doesn't just fall off like that. No, but what it does is it sets the stage for a domain to come after that with the algebra and operations. So again, I can do a crosshairs and come back to the standards. And again, what I'm going to do is say map that standard, magnifying glass back out, and I get back to kindergarten. So that's how you navigate around within it. And in the next webinar, in the next Iowa Math Chat, we will get into the resources that are available, and we'll explore that more and take a look at what's available. So I hope you'll join us for part 3.